Have you ever looked in the mirror and wondered, is this all there is to me? Every day, we identify with what we see, our faces, our bodies, our emotions, and even our thoughts. But what if I told you that everything you believe you are is only a fraction of the truth? What if the image staring back at you is just a mask, a superficial layer concealing something far greater? In today's video, we're going to peel back the layers of what you think you know about yourself. Beyond the skin, beyond the mind, lies an eternal essence, an immortal part of you that transcends the physical world. It's not bound by time, space, or the limitations of the body. This part of you has always existed, quietly observing, knowing, and guiding. Stay with me, because by the end of this journey, you won't just see yourself differently, you'll feel it. With some practical steps, you'll understand why identifying with your body and thoughts is like mistaking the ocean for a single drop. Let's dive into the truth of who you really are. The mask we wear. From the moment we're born, society teaches us to identify with the physical. Our names, appearances, and achievements become the foundation of who we think we are. We say, I am tall, I am strong, I am happy, or I am sad. But these statements, as real as they might feel, are all tied to something temporary. Imagine this. Your body is like a set of clothes you put on for a specific journey. When the journey ends, you take them off. Does that mean you cease to exist? Of course not. Just as your clothes don't define you, neither does your body. This idea isn't new. Spiritual traditions across the world, from Hinduism to Buddhism to ancient Egyptian teachings, have spoken of the soul as the true self. The Atman in Hinduism, for example, is described as the eternal essence within, untouched by time or physical change. Yet, in our modern lives, this profound truth often gets buried beneath the noise of daily existence. Beyond the physical, understanding the soul. So, what exactly is the soul? The soul is pure consciousness, the part of you that observes, feels, and knows without judgment. It's the silent witness to your thoughts, emotions, and experiences. Unlike the body, which is subject to aging and decay, the soul is eternal. As we navigate life, we're like travelers using the body as a vehicle. Just as a ship helps a sailor cross the ocean, the body allows the soul to interact with the physical world. But here's where things get complicated. We often mistake the vehicle for the traveler. Think of a time when you felt overwhelming anger or sadness. In that moment, it's easy to say, I am angry, or I am sad, but are you really? Or are you simply experiencing those emotions through the lens of your body and mind? The soul remains untouched by these fleeting states. It observes them, but it is not defined by them. One of the greatest obstacles to understanding our true nature is our deep attachment to identity. We cling to labels and roles because they give us a sense of stability in an ever-changing world. But these identities are illusions. They're like waves on the surface of the ocean, constantly shifting and never permanent. When you identify solely with your body, you confine yourself to the limits of the physical. You see yourself as a being constrained by time, space, and circumstances. But when you begin to see yourself as the soul, the consciousness behind it all, you step into a reality where those limitations no longer apply. The body is temporary, but the soul is eternal. It moves through lifetimes, gathering wisdom and evolving with each experience. This concept of reincarnation isn't just spiritual folklore. It's a framework for understanding the purpose of existence. Every life offers the soul a chance to grow, to learn, and to deepen its connection to the infinite. In Hinduism, this cycle of birth, death, and rebirth is called samsara. The ultimate goal is to break free from this cycle and unite with the divine. Similarly, Buddhism teaches that enlightenment comes when we transcend the ego and realize the interconnectedness of all things. Imagine for a moment that your current life is just one chapter in an endless book. The challenges you face, the joys you experience, and the lessons you learn are all part of a larger story. This perspective can transform the way you approach life. Instead of seeing obstacles as barriers, you begin to see them as opportunities for growth. If the soul is eternal and limitless, why do we feel so confined? The answer lies in our identification with the temporary. We've been conditioned to focus on the physical because it's tangible and easy to understand. But this focus blinds us to the vastness of our true nature. The first step to breaking free is awareness. Start by questioning your thoughts and emotions. When you feel anger, ask yourself, who is angry? Is it me, or is it my mind reacting to a situation? When you feel fear, ask, who is afraid? The more you practice this, the more you'll begin to see that you are not your thoughts, emotions, or even your body. You are the one observing them. Practical steps to connect with your soul. Connecting with your soul doesn't require years of spiritual practice. It begins with small, intentional steps. Meditation. Spend a few minutes each day in stillness. Focus on your breath and observe your thoughts without judgment. This practice helps you detach from the mind and connect with your true self. Mindfulness. Be present in everything you do. Whether you're eating, walking, or talking, bring your full attention to the moment. This awareness grounds you in the now, where the soul resides. Gratitude. Reflect on the things you're grateful for. Gratitude shifts your focus from what's missing to what's abundant, raising your vibration and bringing you closer to your soul. Self-inquiry. Ask yourself deep questions like, who am I beyond my thoughts and emotions? Or, what remains when everything else falls away? Time in nature. Nature vibrates at a high frequency, making it easier to connect with your essence. Spend time in natural surroundings and observe the interconnectedness of life. Living as the soul. When you begin to see yourself as the soul, your perspective on life changes dramatically. You no longer fear change because you understand that it's part of the journey. You no longer cling to temporary identities because you know they're not who you truly are. This shift doesn't mean you abandon the physical world. On the contrary, it allows you to engage with life more fully. You start to see challenges as opportunities, relationships as mirrors, and experiences as gifts. Letting go is one of the most transformative acts on the spiritual journey. It's not about giving up. It's about releasing the need to control. When you let go of attachments to outcomes, you create space for the soul to guide you. Think of it like this. When you hold onto a rope too tightly, your hands start to hurt. But when you release your grip, the tension disappears. The same is true for life. Letting go allows you to flow with the universe instead of resisting it. As we come to the end of this journey, I invite you to reflect. Take a moment to close your eyes and breathe deeply. Feel the stillness within. That stillness is you, not the thoughts racing in your mind, not the sensations in your body, but the eternal presence that has always been there. You are not what you think you are. You are so much more. And when you begin to live from this truth, life transforms. The struggles that once seemed overwhelming become opportunities for growth. The fears that once held you back lose their power. You step into a reality where you are free to be your infinite self. If this message resonated with you, let me know in the comments. Share your thoughts, your reflections, and your experiences. And if you haven't already, like this video and subscribe to the channel. Together, we can continue this journey of discovery and growth. Thank you for watching, and remember, you are not the body nor the mind. You are the soul, eternal, limitless, and free. This is Dark Light Journey, and I'll see you in the next video.